And it looks like CM Punk has something on his mind. This man has something to say and someone to address.
He's issuing a huge challenge. Will it be answered?
I hope so.
Look who it is. I wonder if he's here to talk this out or throw hands.
Oh, man. It could go either way.
And we're about to find out which way.
He's looking to settle the score, officially issuing a challenge.
Yeah, but he's still waiting for an answer.
Forget about a match. He just wants to go right now.
Nothing sanctioned here. There might not be anything left of either superstar after this.
Guys, we have a superstar that is molded to be the next big thing.
While he might be molded, he could still use a little refining. If he can harness that potential, we're looking at the next big thing.
Sure, a little rough around the edges, Corey, but there's something that comes with time and experience.
And then there's CM Punk, a man who is just as dangerous with a mic in his hand as he is in the ring.
Yep, unquestionably one of the most controversial stars in this industry because of how he speaks his mind. Punk never holds back in anything he does. As far as Punk is concerned, no one is on his level, and he's ready to prove it.
The fight could get very dangerous out at ringside now.
He's getting pumped, he's getting focused, and he's taking the WWE Universe with
the mouthpiece of Imperium.
Ladies and gentlemen, the matter is highly. What you're about to witness is dignified deformation executed by unprecedented precision. A diabolical athlete who will stop at nothing to uphold the integrity and honor of this great sport. Der Ringgeneral, Gunther!
Well, that is quite an introduction from Kaiser, introducing Gunther and espousing their mission statement.
Flanked by his most trusted confidant, Ludwig Kaiser.
There is no telling what these two men can do together in WWE. Gunther, Kaiser, two men in complete synchronicity, exhibiting complete dominance.
And set to prove exactly why they believe the mat is sacred.
Here comes the Bruiserweight.
And his opponent, representing New Catch Republic from Birmingham, England, weighing in at 205 pounds, the Bruiserweight, Pete Dunne!
A master of joint manipulation in every way.
A superstar who truly turned a corner since renouncing his past as Butch.
Might be less of a brute, but still brawling.
We are only seconds away from fists starting to fly.
Yeah, and fingers starting to snap.
We're going to get a good look at Gunther here, one of the most destructive superstars to ever step into the squared circle.
Destructive might be an understatement, Cole. A perfect harmony of devastation and disfiguration. Gunther makes sure his opponents remember stepping into the ring with him for weeks after the bell rings.
Many have risen, and many have fallen to the challenge of Gunther in the ring.
And then there's Dunne, who is always raring for a fight.
Dunne's a man who doesn't know how to hold back. You get in the ring with Dunne, you better be ready to protect your fingers, your joints, any appendages, because Dunne is ready to go after it all.
Gunther obviously has a high opinion of himself, so Corey, I have to ask, is it even possible to knock Gunther off his pedestal?
He doesn't make it easy, Cole. But if you're going to try, don't waste your energy trying to outpower Gunther. Instead, whittle away at him over time. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
That just reverberated throughout the entire building. Talk about making a statement. The power on display right now is ridiculous.
Brutal knee strike.
Gunther just continues to mount the offense.
Yeah, the bruiserweight needs to recompose himself.
Just mocking their opponent right now. Total disrespect.
That's going to fire you up with anger.
Gunther moved at the right time.
His body is showing the effects of this match.
That attack was a cacophony of catastrophe from Gunther.
He's finding a way to slow his opponent's assault down.
Could be a chance for Dunne to change the complexion of this one. Escapes and a chop block takes him down.
Totally helpless at the moment. Fighting out.
Punishing power slam.
Dunne is getting dismantled.
Gunther is just doing what he pleases. No signs of either combatant backing down.
So much pride, so much resiliency on display. Oh!
You can feel the contact, and so does the WWE Universe. Exhaustion setting in, and neither one of them is letting up.
They are emptying their tanks, going back and forth. Gunther now from behind.
Gunther clutches in.
It's hooked in deep. His body's overcome with...
That's it. The submission was just too much to handle.
Proud like he wants to take them all on.
Focusing on the midsection, knocking the wind out of him.
Not sure if he should waste all his time hot-dogging around. Look ringside now, guys. This manager's doing something very suspicious. Uh-oh, this is going to be nasty. There's the power into the...
Driven down with a jackhammer. Can Gunther recover from that?
We can sense the whole WWE Universe.
Check your pulse, because here comes the glow.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Orlando, Florida, Naomi!
Naomi has such an unbelievable connection with the WWE Universe.
And they have cheered her on to win the tag titles and the women's championship.
But Naomi's not about to rest on her resume. She's looking to glow even brighter.
And believe me, she understands what it takes to get to the top of the mountain again.
Yeah, Naomi does things in that ring that nobody else can do.
Buckle up. Here we glow.
You definitely need a restraint, Saxton. Behold, a superhero come to life.
One of the most monumental acquisitions in WWE history.
And her opponent, from Orlando, Florida, Jade Cargill.
Take a look at this awe-inspiring physique. A true work of art.
Jade Cargill is truly dedicated both in and out of the ring. Oh, come on. Why?
Because she can, Saxton. Full extension on a split leg drop.
Ouch.
Trying to chop her down on the low.
How could anyone condone this?
This is about getting the edge, not making friends, Saxton.
The official indicating that we're about to have a no contest.
Okay, everyone, you got it out of your system. Time to get back to business. Rolling into a monkey flip.
It might not be flashy, but sometimes you just got to toss another person and make a statement.
She's got a chair. I don't think I'll be able to watch what's to come.
Corey, what's Jade's best plan of attack in this one?
The key here for Jade is going to be keeping up the pressure, Cole. If Jade can smother the competition with her power and strength game, she'll be in a great position.
And Cargill looked out of her element on that one.
Yeah, Naomi showing off a little bit of that out-of-this-world athleticism right there.
Trifecta! Boom! Oh, Cargill gets cut off.
Holy, meet the barricade. You know she's thinking she can end it all here.
Oh, the chair projected right to their face. Taking full advantage of the foreign object in play here. Back-to-back attacks.
Stirring up, but she has no idea what's about to come her way.
Rear view by Naomi.
Naomi once again delivering with authority.
Just goes to show, you put in the work, you reap the rewards.
And of course, kendo sticks are always under the ring in the event of any rogue ninja attacks. So much disdain with each of these shots. Something about this is starting to feel way more personal.
And as dangerous as she is, that kendo stick just made her even more so.
Fends off the attack with an elbow.
Off the ropes.
And Naomi has taken the upper hand.
And Cargill's looking for a solution.
We might be nearing the limits of this match.
Yeah, she has seen better days. Today, not one of them.
Gee, it's like they're beating a dead horse.
And that was taking the attack to the competition with that one.
Turns that away. And this is really getting out of hand here. Someone needs to step in.
Holding nothing back, striking over and over again. There has to be permanent damage being done right now.
Aw, man, referee just called.
Get ready for two of the biggest future stars in WWE.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Grayson Waller, representing A-Town Down Under from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, Austin Theory!
A-Town Down Unders, well, they're certainly full of themselves.
Oh, they have every right to be. Grayson Waller and Austin Theory won the WWE Tag Team titles at WrestleMania.
You gotta be aware of Rollins' mean streak. It's ruthless and long.
Rollins will do whatever it takes to win, and this superstar has got to have the same mindset.
And his opponent from Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 217 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins!
He's arrogant, he's abrasive, but he's also really freaking good.
And he has the titles and main events to prove it.
Quite simply, Austin Theory is on a roll of epic proportions. And this superstar has a major test to stop that momentum.
Here we go with Seth Rollins in the ring. He's a one-of-a-kind in-ring talent who's had a lot of success here in WWE.
Yeah, a guy with a history of bold fashion choices and unforgettable wins in the ring. Rollins has cemented himself as a top star. Everyone is always wondering what Seth is going to do next.
Well, here's a bold prediction. I think Seth is going to fight his heart out to try and win this match.
And also in the ring is Austin Theory, a brash superstar who rubs just about everyone the wrong way.
Well, look, Theory just insists on doing things his way, and I respect that. You don't have to like Austin Theory, but if you're his opponent, you will learn to respect his abilities between the ropes.
Able to shift out of the hold here to gain control.
Swift transition into the handlock. And now gets taken down into a chin lock.
This is why it's good to have a manager. Good to have an ally who wants you to win as badly as you do. And will introduce any tool to produce victory. Knee straight to the back. Official removing that potential hazard in the ring.
Fired by Rollins.
Jumping knee drop.
So precise.
Rollins showing off his offensive arsenal.
But Theory can't allow this rush to discourage him.
Spin kick to the midsection.
Picture perfect drop kick.
And Theory was unable to outmaneuver that hit.
Typical crafty offense from Rollins as this match goes on.
When you're in the ring with Seth Rollins, you can't afford to pull any punches. Isn't that right, Corey?
Absolutely, Cole. When you're in the ring with Rollins, you have to match.
Oh! Barrel roll, tope!
Absolutely reckless abandon, and it paid off.
Adrenaline's at a peak right now.
Ah, jumping knee strike.
Lights out.
And he throws the opposition back into the ring.
And he's only got one thing on his mind right about now. Rollins lining up, springboard knee.
Theory struggling to defend himself.
A messianic display of offense from Rollins.
And he retaliates.
And Theory isn't looking helpless anymore.
Theory was being tested and was finally able to get some offense of his own in. He left himself wide open. Big mistake.
And Theory able to adapt.
Patella brainbuster.
Theory showing off as much as he is showing out there.
When you got it, flaunt it. And
kick to the gut. I have a theory what's coming next.
oh, ataxia.
Is there any fight left in Rollins? How'd he do that?
And Theory clearly thought he had it there. He might have to consider a new strategy at this point. This is not looking good for him.
Yeah, I don't know how much longer a good defense will even matter at this point. Each shot landing with a little bit more venom. Ooh! Back and forth, neither one giving up any ground.
Big shots being fired right now. Not a competitor letting up.
He is looking to do some serious harm.
Rollins with a freaking devastating maneuver.
Rollins on the move! Down low with the stop. It is all Rollins now. Cover!
It's over. All in a nice work.
The tribal chief taking a moment to compose himself.
Looks more like taking a moment to gloat. He wastes no time dodging the attack.
Roman Reigns locked and loaded in the corner.
Superman punch.
And that's what you have to do when you are the...
Reigns gets it! Wow, Reigns nailed it. Roman has taken a moment to soak it all in.
Here we go again. He made his point.
The very dangerous Jimmy Uso.
Hey, Saxton, no yeet.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 251 pounds, Jimmy Uso!
Made a ruthless move to step out of the shadow of his brother in order to put the range of his talent on full display.
And according to Jimmy, it was well worth it. The only question now is, can WWE handle the real, untethered Jimmy Uso? Love him or hate him, Jimmy was born to compete in the ring.
He's about to prove himself on his own. The dogs are barking loud
And
tonight.
his opponent from Woodstock, Georgia, weighing in at 230 pounds, Bron Breakker!
A modern-day genetic freak who hits and moves like no one else.
Bron has so much speed, so much power, he can shift the ring with just a single move.
Breakker moves like a bullet train, a one-man wrecking crew.
Already titles to his name in NXT and on the main roster. No telling what this kid can do. A young man who eats, sleeps, and breathes success.
Think about this. Bron Breakker won the NXT Championship only a few months into his tenure at NXT. And then he goes on to win the Intercontinental title only a few months into his tenure on the main roster.
Well, right now is the time for Braun to do what badasses do best.
We're kicking this one off with Bron Breakker in the ring.
An absolute aesthetic specimen. Breakker is dead set on forging his own path in WWE. He knows he has a lot to live up to with his father's and uncle's legacies in this business, but Breakker is more than willing to stand on his own 2 feet.
Yeah, Breakker's overwhelming power and intensity have allowed him to carve his own path in such a relatively short time. There's no question that he is his own man.
But you can't look past Jimmy Uso on the other side of the ring. I don't know what it could be, but I do know Jimmy most likely has a trick up his sleeve tonight.
Uso always has a plan, Saxton. People sleep on how crafty Jimmy Uso is, but that's definitely a mistake.
It's hard to match the combination of intensity and athleticism that Bron Breakker has. Corey, how do you even contend with a superstar like Breakker?
Well, the thing about Breakker, Cole, especially when it comes to his intensity, is that anything can set him off. Anything can make him lose focus, which is when you strike. And just make sure you duck when Breakker comes crashing towards you.
And saw what was coming there.
Vicious right forearm.
And that has to bring Jimmy down a peg.
Yeah, but I don't think he's all too worried at this point in the match.
Oh, nails the midsection.
Stomp to the gut. Boot right to the throat.
Breakker showing no fear. Oh, serves him up there. Maybe that'll change his attitude.
Reverses the pin. Shoulders down. Gets his shoulder up before the 2 count.
Close call, but not enough yet.
With the lariat.
Connecting with a standing moonsault.
Sure was pretty, but we don't judge matches on style points. Belly to belly suplex. Belly to belly. Belly to belly. Vicious. Such a potent display of power and control there.
There's the gut check.
What bone-rattling offense from Breakker.
No kidding. I felt the vibrations all the way over here.
Breakker might have him.
And the cover. He's still in this fight.
Well, I thought that was game over.
Pure guts to kick out there.
And Breakker having to reckon with the fact that his best seemingly wasn't good enough. Just a relentless assault.
Shoulders down.
Rotates out and gets the cover. Kick out.
How in the world did he kick out?
Beautiful gator roll.
Great way to disorient your opponent.
This match is getting the better of him.
I'm positive this wasn't in his game plan, but if he wants to survive this match, he needs to come up with a new plan ASAP.
Punch! Placed against the turnbuckles.
Taking the wind out with a stomp to the solar plexus.
Demoralizing spot for Jimmy Uso.
Yeah, Breakker isn't giving any quarter.
Oh, look at this. Just cranking the head. That's gotta hurt.
Just cranking the head.
Neither superstar giving an inch here.
Oh! Looks like a hockey fight's just broken out. Oh, looks like we got ourselves a hockey fight.
Give you the upper hand.
There's the gut check. Breaker in position. Spear. Terrible position for Jimmy.
Bron Breaker has his target. Spear.
And this has to be the end of it.
Cover. Bron Breaker did it. What a match.
That's how you call your shot.
And he's hoping the champ will return fire.
And the champion is not one to stay in the back when being called out.
When you're at the top of the mountain, you have to answer to every threat.
Face-to-face confrontation could have repercussions on the title scene.
He's laid out the challenge, so what will it be?
Hopefully he's not left hanging.
It's official. The challenge has been accepted.
And now the WWE Universe has a lot to talk about.